Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your reading. So we are going to be doing the Pick a Deck reading today, and I thought I would do it in the vein of one of my most popular readings on my own website, which is called the Do We Have a Future reading. And what we're looking at is either those of you who are in a relationship, or perhaps you've separated from a partner, or perhaps this is just someone that you really like and you're just speculating as to whether, you know, something could happen between you in the future, that type of thing. That's what the reading is geared towards. So just showing you how it looks. This is you, row A, and we look at who you are in this relationship stroke situation. So the role that you play, what's the position that you're coming from. We then look at number 2, your true feelings for the person of interest, and I always call it the person of interest. What you think of them as a person. So what do you think of the person as interest? What do you think of them, you know, what type of person do you think they are? Perhaps this is involving what type of personality they're displaying to you in the relationship. So really just what do you think of them as a person? Ace of Cups would be, I think that they're a really loving, giving, generous type of an individual, for example, if we have that there. And then finally we have a look at where you would like the relationship to head to. And then we look at the person of interest. I've got it down as partner there, but it's actually just person of interest. Then we look at the person of interest and we ask the same questions here. Underneath, usually in my readings for the website, I would use Lenormand cards. In this, I'm using other smaller decked tarot cards. And we're going to ask where the relationship is heading. So where does the tarot see your relationship heading? And the advice on what to do next. Okay, so I use kind of one card per area showing here. Okay, for this, we are going to use 3 different decks. So, deck 1 is the Modern Love Tarot by Ethne. Stunning deck, absolutely beautiful. And we this is actually just for love readings. Usually I use this deck always for my love readings on the website. But I thought we'd, you know, choose different decks for this reading. So we're going to use the Modern Love Tarot by Ethne. Okay, and then for the where the relationship is heading and what you should do next, we're using the Tarot of the New Vision mini deck. Deck 2, we're using the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin and the Gilded Ciro Marchetti mini deck. So it's the Gilded Tarot Royale by Ciro Marchetti mini deck. Okay, for the where the relationship is heading and what you should do next. And then deck 3, we are going to use the Good Karma Tarot. Beautiful deck by Kerry Ward, and for the where the relationship is heading and what to do next, we use the miniature edition of the Witch's Tarot showing here. And I also may, if I remember, chuck in one card from the Fortune Cookie deck just to have a look, Vice Serena Star, just to have a look at what advice comes next for each reading. Okay, so all the links are below in terms of which deck you want to have a look at. So you can pick deck 1, deck 2, so deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, and whichever deck you choose will be your reading. So yeah, sit back, relax and enjoy. Okay guys, for those of you that clicked on the link for deck 1, this is your Do We Have a Future reading. So who are you? What role do you play in this situation stroke relationship? Whatever it is. If it's not a relationship, then it's something between you and another individual. Let's have a look at what this is. What role do you play? Oh, the Knight of Cups. So there's a lot of interest here. I think that if you play the role of the Knight of Cups, you're playing a role where you're showing a lot of, you're the romantic in the relationship. You're probably the person who instigates a lot of the things that you and this individual do. If you're not involved with this person, but it's somebody that you're just interested in, then you're definitely showing them the signs that you're interested, because that's the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the romantic lead. You know, often the knight in white shining armour, showing, exploring, displaying affection and feelings. If you're involved with someone here, guys, you may be the person who displays a lot of affection. If this is about you and a partner, I see you as a person who shows a lot of love and a lot of affection to the partner. If it's just simply somebody that you're interested in, then you're showing them all the signs. You may be trying to woo them, you know, because the Knight of Cups likes to woo the person that he's interested in. He likes to show them, it's not affection, because if it's not a proper relationship, how can you show proper affection? But you can show signs of, yeah, I really like you. I'm showing you a lot of interest. Sometimes this is somebody who's chasing, but often the chasing usually is in the way of the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. They're the chasers. They've got the confidence to do that. The Knight of Cups is often more softly, you know, he likes to kind of go in there and, you know, smile at his, at the person of interest, likes to sit down and chat and, you know, be very gentle and kind of just be very kind of sensitive and sweet and lovely. So it's a really nice card, whether you're in a relationship or it's just someone that you're speculating over or whatever the case may be. I think that you're somebody who shows affection and also shows a lot of kind of romantic interest, which is what the Knight of Cups is. It's, if you get this card reversed, this is somebody who's already been there. This is somebody who's already shown the interest and they're no longer interested. But this definitely shows you as being interested and showing affection and showing, you know, for some of you guys, you're showing a lot of adoration to your partner. Sometimes I feel that the Knight of Cups puts people on pedestals as well, really puts them up there. This is definitely a card of showing a lot of affection. I mean, look, there are some tarot readers that see the Knight of Cups, and I do it sometimes. Knight of Cups can be wishy-washy, but I only really ever see him as wishy-washy. The trouble with the Knight of Cups in a way is that he loves beauty, hates flaws. That type of thing. Everything is a little bit of a fantasy, a bit of a dream, but you don't want to always read the cup cards like that, even though the Knight of Cups can definitely be seen as the wishy-washy card, somebody who kind of like gets really interested and then's like, ah, there's somebody else there. Not all the time. So yeah, lovely card. I think just as a card on its own, this is somebody who shows a lot of adoration, affection and romantic interest. As simple as that. So I see you guys as being kind of, you know, the romancers in the relationship. If you've been with someone a long time, you may instigate a lot of this stuff. You may be the person that says, let's go out for a romantic meal, or let's go along, you know, walk along the beach, you know, or you may send a lot of romantic texts or things like that. If you're the person who's pursuing someone, guys, then again, you're showing a lot of just romantic interest and you're showing your availability, that type of thing. This is definitely an available lover. Person of interest, what role do they play in the situation? Oh, nice. If there's interest back, they share it. There's definitely a shared interest here. Look at this. Definitely a shared interest. So, you know, if it's somebody that you kind of like, I don't know whether they're interested in or not. Remember, it's a general reading, so it's not going to apply to everyone, guys, okay? But certainly, if this is someone that's just just somebody you're speculating over, guys, this person shares your interest. They're definitely interested in you. And if you've been with them for a long time, again, they're kind of lapping this up, because the Two of Cups is shared interest, it's shared love, it's shared affection. It's two people that are on the same page emotionally. So this person, I believe, is on the same page as you are. Even if you feel that they don't show it, that Two of Cups would let you know, yeah, the role that they play is the person that is on the same page as you are. There's still shared emotion here, there's shared interest. Very nice to start off with. What are your true feelings towards them then? However, I mean, if you feel the Ten of Wands towards someone, you may feel a little bit stressed. Because the Ten of Wands, and it may be that, it's interesting, because on this Ten of Wands, what we're seeing here is somebody who is juggling all of these. I don't know what they are, whether they're breadsticks or I don't know what they are that she's carrying, but she's carrying this heavy load. And if you can look here at what's going on, she's not only carrying all of this heaviness here, she's looking at her laptop, she's having a chat, she's trying to juggle so many things. So it may be what you feel towards them is that you're juggling a lot of stuff. I think that you really like them, but it feels like either they are a little bit, they may be a bit of hard work. It's an interesting one that you would feel the Ten of Wands, but then tens may be over as well. So sometimes with the Ten of Wands, yeah, you may feel a little bit stressy, but at the same time, the Ten of Wands can say, well, I feel overly affectionate towards them, because it's number 10, and tens mean to feel over. And with the Ten of Wands, you can feel, and wands are passion. So you may feel a huge amount of passion towards them, because ones are passion and sex. So it may be, yeah, I'm really feeling very, very passionate, very amorous towards this individual. I don't want to get too much into the whole kind of sexy thing because it's YouTube. I don't want to go down that path in a daytime show. But some of you guys, it may be that you're feeling overly amorous, being that one's a sex and it's a number 10 and it's overly. For some of you guys, though, it may be a little bit of stress here. You may feel stressed out a little bit here. Despite being the romancer in the relationship, you may feel a little bit stressed, or yeah, some of you guys feeling a bit stressed. Some of you guys may be feeling kind of a little bit overly amorous. Let's see what's going on here. How do they truly feel for you? Ooh, what's going on, man? I would say this is stressed because this person's feeling very tense. 9 of Wands. Now, if you feel the 9 of Wands for someone, you can either feel very protective, and because I read scenic cards, guys, I would often look at what the picture looks like. So sometimes when you get a 9 of Wands, you might be feeling like you're treading on eggshells in a relationship, or you might feel really kind of tense around someone, or you might feel irritated with the 9 of Wands, showing they're all stressed out again. These two cards indicate stress. They can mean the same thing. I'm wondering why, when both of you feel such romance and this shared connection, when you're both kind of, because the role that this person plays towards your Knight of Cups, in which you are the romancer in this relationship, and this person is definitely reciprocating that, because the 2 of Cups is shared. So if you're the romancer, the 2 of Cups would mean that they're reciprocating it. So they're reciprocating your acknowledgement and your interest in them. They're showing it back. And yet how you feel towards each other is a lot of stress. I don't think it's stress, though, for each other. There must be an external situation going on here. Let's see if we can delve in a little bit more here. What do you think of them as a person? Okay, they hide secrets, don't they? The High Priestess. You think that? I think that's why you're feeling very, very stressed out, because this person hides things. High Priestess would indicate that this person is hiding things. They're being very quiet. They're not opening up. There's things that they're not saying. Some of you guys may be feeling, yeah, I'm the romancer, I'm showing them how I feel and they're reciprocating it, but I'm really stressed out. I feel towards them very, very stressed. I feel like and also the 10 of Wands, usually on for example, a Rider-Waite clone deck, which this obviously isn't, usually the 10 of Wands is somebody who's pushing 10 Wands forward. It's like, ugh, that's so hard, that's really difficult to push that. Hard work is the 10 of Wands. So you may feel that this person is hard work because they hold back, because they hide things. High Priestess. What does this person think of you? Do you know what? I get the impression that this person feels that you may have an agenda. The 6 of Wands in a love reading can sometimes mean that somebody has an agenda, like they want to hit goal. Do you see what I mean? Like the final aim is to perhaps get sex, or perhaps to get something off you. It's an agenda card for me. So with the 6 of Wands, if you feel that this person is the 6 of Wands, or you see them as being the 6 of Wands, you may see them as being the one. Sometimes it is that. Sometimes you see them as being the one. So actually, turn it around. This person may see you as being the one. 6 of Wands can be, yeah, they're the one, because it's a card about victory and confidence and success and all of those good things. So you could definitely, with the 6 of Wands, see somebody as being the one. But also you may see them as being egotistical, or having an aim in mind that may not be just love focused. Interesting. You're stressed out because they hide things. This cannot be that you're the one, because why are they stressing out? It must be that this means something else. 6 of Wands can also be that you're higher than them. So this person may be stressed out because perhaps you do a job that earns more money than they do. Perhaps you're better looking than they are. Because the 6 of Wands is a card about not just success and attainment, it's literally being high up, you know. It's literally a card of, think about, for example, something like the Chariot, or think about a card that represents somebody being in a high position. For example, Six of Coins could be one. Somebody who has more money than the other person does. So sometimes it's a kind of financial balance, but it is give and take, and you get somebody who's lower and somebody who's higher in the Six of Coins. Do you see where I'm coming from? So these cards, as much as sixes do represent balance, they can also in and of themselves mean imbalance. I get the impression that somebody feels that you're higher than them to a certain extent, and you're stressed out because they're not telling you this, they're not opening up. So they may feel that there is an inequality thing going on, like you don't quite match, like they're not at your level. That's what I'm getting here. Maybe you're too successful, or you're too good looking, or you've got more friends than they have, or you're in a higher position than they are in life, or something like that. I feel that this person doesn't quite feel at your level, but I think that they're not necessarily telling you that, viewer. Where would you like this relationship to go? Ooh, Three of Swords. I don't think that you want to break up. I think that you want this person to open their heart to you. I don't think you want to break up. Three of Swords can mean a breakup. Sorry about the noise outside. I've got my window open. And as usual, we've got noise when it's open. Okay, hopefully it will go soon. Three of Swords can mean breakup, but Three of Swords can also mean opening up the heart. And I think that you'd like this person to open their heart to you because they're being quiet. And you want them to open up. Three of Swords can be very much the same as an Ace of Swords. We want clarity here. You want them to open up to you. This is, I don't think this is breakup. I think this is opening up the heart. I think because they're so quiet, you want them to tell you what's going on. Where would they like this relationship to go? Three of Wands. Well, they'd like a future. Three of Wands. They'd like it to go the distance. Three of Wands is also about a future. When you get the Three of Wands, it's about looking into the future. So I think this person would like a future. I often see the Three of Wands as being the future card as well, because we're looking out into the future. I think this person wants a future with you, but I think that they're worried about your status. For some reason, you've got some higher status than them. Maybe you're better looking than them. Maybe you've got more money than them. Maybe you do a better, there's no better job. Everybody just does their job. Maybe you do a job that's considered to be higher up or better. It's almost like this person feels that because they're reciprocating your Knight of Cups. The role that they play is off the Two of Cups. If they're playing the role of the Two of Cups, guys, then they're reciprocating what you're giving them. So there's definite interest from them. They're reciprocating you're the romancer, and they're just reciprocating it. So they would like a future with you, and you want them to open your heart. Open their heart to you. You don't want to break up. I don't believe it's a breakup here. I really don't. Because I just feel that your feelings towards them are feeling very stressed because they're hiding things, and you'd like them to open up about it. Three of Swords. You'd like them to truly open their heart because there's something that they're holding back on here. They reciprocate your romancer, but they're stressed out because you're in a very high position. You're probably also, with the Six of Wands, somebody who could be very popular as well. Six of Wands means popularity and recognition from others. So I think that somebody's very stressed out here because you're very popular, viewer. Lots of people like you, and they're like, oh my goodness, I don't match. But what they would like going forward is a future, the Three of Wands. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. What I'm also looking at in that Three of Wands as well, guys, is direction. So maybe they want you to direct them, perhaps, something like that. But I think more than anything, they want a future with you. They're just scared because they feel that you're higher than they are. Maybe you need to kind of just reassure them. I think there's reassurance needed in this situation. Let's have a look at where things are heading. Where does this card see things heading? I see things heading good. Now, when you're with someone, Queen of Coins, this is about nurturing a relationship. Settling down is the Queen of Pentacles. It's kind of tricky if you're just getting to know someone, but I do still feel that you'll establish some form of a foundation here with this Queen. Okay? Now, with Queen of Coins, if you're in a relationship with someone, you're going to be settling. That's what that card means. So if you're in a relationship with someone, or you're seeing someone for a little bit of time, I think you'll be settling down. This is what it means. It means to settle down in a relationship and to nurture it. So I see you guys nurturing a relationship and going from strength to strength. Queen of Coins. For some of you guys who are just speculating over someone, depends. Maybe you'll end up just focusing on your work or something. I think for the majority of you, though, you'll end up settling down. Some of you guys might end up going it alone, though. That's what that card can mean as well. Depends on how serious the relationship is. If the relationship's not that serious, it may be the Queen of Coins says we call it quits. I'm just going to focus on my work, just focus on myself. If you're kind of been seeing them for a little bit of time, it could be maybe a couple of months, 3 months, something like that, and upwards. I see settling down, nurturing something together. Might not necessarily even be settling down, but definitely nurturing something together that could be that could go for the long term potentially. So very good. Let's have a look at what the advice is for you to do next. 7 of Coins. There's something that you need to review here with the 7 of Coins, because the 7 of Coins tells you to take a step back and review. So there's something that you need to review. I'm just going to get clarity on that. What is it that they need to review? 7 of Pentacles, you said, is what the viewers should do next. What is it that the 7 of Pentacles should review? Now, the 7 of Coins, sometimes the review with that card is, do I put more work into it or do I leave things as they are? Because usually with the 7 of Coins, you've planted the seeds, but this coin here, can you see it's underneath his feet? He's saying, should I add this to this? Or should I leave things as they are? So actually, I don't think I'm going to get any clarifier on that. I think what you need to review, the next step is to review whether any other work, do you need to put any more work into this situation? Let me just have a look at what work you would need to put into it. What further work would the viewer need to put into this situation with this person? What further work would they need to put into this situation with this person in 2 cards? Judgment. I think that you need to open up yourself about something here. Judgment is about coming clean and releasing things. If you've got skeletons in the closet, things that you're hiding here, perhaps you need to release them. Got the 6 of Swords. Now you can see the 6 of Swords is returning to Judgment. For example, if you had something like 6 of Swords, I did a reading just in my own time last week about lockdown. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on your YouTube. About the situation with this thing going on in the world, and it showed me the 6 of Swords and the Devil, and that's returning to lockdown. So I think that you need to readdress something here. This is a return to Judgment, so you need to readdress something here that you haven't spoken about in a while. So the work that you need to put in is readdressing something that you've not spoken about in a while, because Judgment is all about the truth and coming out with the truth. It's about releasing. 6 of Swords, it's not going outwards. So I look at the direction of the cards. It's going into Judgment. Perhaps this is something about moving towards, because it's moving towards Judgment, a new life or a new way of doing things. So that could be it as well, actually. Judgment also means a new life, transformation. It's moving towards a transformation. So perhaps you need to reconsider putting more work into transformation. Okay, you need to focus. 6 of Swords is moving into this. So it's almost like you need to be focusing on doing things in a new way. Perhaps there are certain ways that you're doing things that are putting somebody off here. That's what I'm getting from the cards. Because I think they're stressed out because there's something you're quite successful in whatever way that is, whether you're really good looking or whether you've got a really successful job, or I think that some of you guys are very popular with others, and this person kind of thinks, oh my goodness, they love it when you show them attention, but they're kind of like, oh my goodness, you know, how am I going to ever match up to this? Look how popular this person is. How am I ever going to match up to them? Maybe they want you to direct them going forward with the 3 of Wands. They want a future with you, but maybe their vision for the future of your relationship is that you're directing them, because it feels like to me they feel a little bit outside of the, you know, they feel a little bit outside of the loop here. They don't feel quite like they're a part of your world, probably. Feels to me you've got something going on in your world, guys, but they don't feel a part of it. And that in a way, it makes them feel like they're not good enough in your eyes, and perhaps in your family's eyes or your friends' eyes. So perhaps there's something that you need to revisit here. Maybe there's something with the 6 of Swords that needs to be revisited, something that needs to be unearthed or brought up. Or you need to move into this transformation, move towards a transformation here. Or maybe you need to guide them into releasing, because the similarity between Judgment and the 3 of Swords is about unearthing and releasing. So perhaps there's a need for you, the work that you need to be putting, because Six of Swords also means to guide. So perhaps the work that you need to put in, guys, is you need to guide them into releasing what they've been holding back on. And actually, I think I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to stick with that. Because I think that your vision for the future of this relationship is to get them to open up their heart because they're being so quiet. This could be somebody that you go to family meals with or family barbecues and they're around your friends and everything, but they're really quiet. They may be very kind of intense and very aloof as well. Because the High Priestess doesn't just mean to hold secrets. It also means that if you see somebody as a High Priestess, you may see them as being very aloof, very cut off. And that might be why you're feeling really stressed about them. Because they're not only hiding stuff and holding back, they're very aloof, very quiet. So that when they're around your family and friends, they don't say much. They're really quiet and you're like, oh my God. And it's embarrassing for you as well. Ten of Wands can also mean embarrassment. So it might be embarrassing for you because they seem really quiet, really shut down. They don't open up much. They're not the life and soul of the party. They're not very good at kind of engaging with your friends and your family. You're like, oh my goodness, this doesn't feel good. It's embarrassing me. So what some of you guys would like for them to do, I don't think, some of you guys may want to break up with them. Some of you guys may want to do that. But I think some of you guys just want them to come clean and open their heart up to you with the Three of Swords. They love it when you show them attention, but they're stressed out because you seem to be on a higher level than they are. And they're like, I don't know how I'm going to match up to this person. I wish that the viewer could guide me. Three of Wands, give me a bit of direction here, because they don't really know how to act around you and your friends and your family and things like that. So I think the direction that you need to take going forward is to put a bit more work in with this Seven of Coins. You need to review what you've done so far in this relationship. And you need to think to yourself, right, maybe no more work needs to be put in. Sorry. You need to review what you're doing in this relationship, Seven of Coins, and you need to guide them into releasing. Because these people coming up out of the grave are the skeletons that this person is hiding in the closet. Oh, jeez, that noise. It's the skeletons that they're hiding in their closet, and it's the thing that they won't open up about. So you need to guide them gently, coax them, if you like. Coax them, guide them. What is going on with these cars? Is there a race today? I've got to have the windows open, guys, because it's like 31 degrees. It's really hot. Yeah, guide them, coax them into opening up to you. That would be my advice going forward. This is definitely, I think, something worth fighting for. This person wants you, and I think you want them. Okay, don't just cut them off just yet. There's things that they're not saying to you and you just need to get them to open up to you. By the way, guys, if you would like to order this particular reading on my website, the link to the reading is in the comment section below. Okay, hi guys, for all of you who have looked at deck 2, this is your reading. So what role do you play in this particular relationship with this person? You play the role of the Eight of Wands. So for me, the Eight of Wands is, it is a card about messaging or talking or communication. It's a card about firing lots of ideas or lots of words at someone. The Eight of Wands also represents energy and movement. In terms of romance, this can be a feeling where your feelings are kind of all over the place. It's an interesting one. We'll get more on that in a moment, but you play the role of the Eight of Wands. I think that you play the role of somebody who pushes this relationship, because the Eight of Wands means, so if you think about energy as being obviously like a, fire, it's energy, it's in the air, and it's pushing something. So it just, and the Eight of Wands can mean to be pushy, because it's a card about motivation and drive and advancing and progress. So it just feels to me you're playing the role of someone who is trying to advance, push, move this situation along with this individual. What role does this person play with you? The Two of Wands. I don't really like the fact that they play the Two of Wands, because the Two of Wands in a love reading can mean somebody who has different people. So this is somebody who has choices between different parties, different people, a choice between two paths. So I think that this person isn't completely straight with you. I think you guys who are watching this, you tend to push. You're trying to push and progress this relationship, and this person, the role that they're playing is that they're giving you half and half, because that's what the Two of Wands is. It's giving somebody 50% and not giving them 100. I think with you, because you're showing us the Eight of Wands, a card about movement and progress and pushing and advancing, you're pushing things with this person. But this person, I think, with the Two of Wands being the card about being split paths, 50-50, it feels to me like they're only giving you 50% whilst you're giving them, I could have said 80% with the Eight of Wands. Depends on what everybody else is, all the other cards are saying. You're giving them between 80 and 100% and they're only giving you 50. So I think actually as a percentage you're giving more and they're possibly giving less. What do you feel for them? What are your feelings towards them? The Four of Coins. I don't know whether you would feel secure with such a person. I think you certainly want to hold on to them. I think your feelings for them are wanting to hold on to them. I don't think it's security. Four of Coins can read many ways. If you feel the Four of Coins for someone, you may feel detached or held back. But I would think this person would feel more detached than you, because you're giving them practically 100%. They're only giving you 50. So I think with the Four of Coins, your feelings to them being the Four of Coins is wanting to hold on to them. It's not possessiveness, guys. It's wanting just to hold on to this individual, which is why I think with the Eight of Wands you tend to give so much. Some people might call the Eight of Wands, the role that one plays is fleeting, but I wouldn't call the Eight of Wands that, because they're all moving in unison and there's so much power and energy between the with the Eight of Wands card. If you think about a whole heap of arrows, if you think about a war, if you think about something like, you know, an old film like Lord of the Rings or something, and you see a war scene where, you know, all of the soldiers are kind of pulling their arrows and all of the arrows are falling, you know, flying through the air in unison. There's a lot of power in that. There's a target. So you've got a target with this individual here, and there's a lot of power behind what you do. There's a lot of energy. And the role that you play is of the person who is pushing this thing. Because I think that you feel not because you feel secure. I don't think you feel secure. Not unless you, depends if you've got moon cards in here or anything like that. Anything illusionary in here. But I think you certainly want to hold on to them. Your feeling is with the Four of Coins of wanting to hold on to them. What are their feelings towards you? No. No, I don't have reversals in my deck, guys. I never have them. If they show up, they show up. If they happen to come into the deck while I'm shuffling, fair enough. I would say with the King of Cups reversed, you can say many things. What is that noise? Sorry, I'm recording and all I'm getting is noise. Honestly, it is hot, so everybody's out. But this isn't love. You can read the King of Cups as many things. They may feel that they can emotionally manipulate you with the King of Cups energy, but I think just as a love card, as a standalone love card, in the upright, this is love. This is somebody who is sentimental for you. This is somebody who accepts you as you are. This is somebody who loves you unconditionally. That's what the King of Cups is. Yeah, you can be a bit moody, but, you know, really, in and of itself, King of Cups is a nice card to get. So if somebody feels the King of Cups for you, there's warmth, there's love, there's, to a certain extent, openness, there's kindness, there's sentimentality. It's just love. It's a loving card. This is the card designed for love because it's cups. But in the reverse, I just feel that this person doesn't have your best interests at heart, number one. They maybe feel that they can emotionally manipulate you with the King of Cups energy. I don't think that they feel as much love for you, which is why I was seeing that their role that they're playing is somebody who is 50-50 with you. There's other people, I think, around this individual potentially. How do you see them as a person or think of them as a person? You see them as being very hurt. I don't think that you see them as a backstabber, no. I think that you see them as somebody who's been very damaged and hurt. I'm wondering if you want to save them. That's what I'm wondering. You can either see with the Ten of Swords somebody as being a backstabber, but it wouldn't make any sense. For example, if I turned around and said, oh, you feel very secure with them, but you see them as a backstabber. That would make no sense. You want to protect them. I mean, you may want to protect them. Your feelings may be one of a lot of protection, because the Four of Coins represents also the word protection. So it may be in terms of feelings as well, that not only you want to hold on to them to a certain extent, but you may feel possibly very protective of them with the Four of Coins because they've been very traumatized or hurt. So this person may have some trauma that they've experienced. And I'm actually going to go with the word of protection of the Four of Coins, that perhaps the feeling for you guys is to protect them because this person has been highly traumatized with the Ten of Pentacles. Sorry, Ten of Swords. But this person, if you're feeling like that, guys, there's an illusion in and of itself, because this person is full of shit. Sorry, it is what it is. That's how I'm interpreting it. Look at the cards, man. How do they see you? Sturdy, stable, traditional, high values, to Emperor. Trustworthy, they can depend on you. The Emperor is always an upstanding card. They see you as a protective type as well. Emperors are protective. They protect their children. This looks like it's somebody who's playing a little bit. Sorry, but it does. Just looks like somebody who's playing a little bit. It looks like somebody who's kind of looking at you and saying, viewer will look. The viewer who's looking at, they'll look after me. This looks like you've been involved with this person for a while. Looks like you've known him for a while. But it looks like they're looking at you and they're saying easy prey. They play the role of 50-50. They're not giving you everything with the Two of Wands. And you can see here they feel the King of Cups in the reverse towards you. I think that they feel they can emotionally manipulate you because you're like the father figure. And it works, doesn't it? It works very well for them because it just... I'm not being horrible, really, don't take this the wrong way, but it just looks like to me that they see you as a father figure because you want to protect them. Your feelings are very protective with the Four of Coins because this person's been highly traumatized with the Ten of Swords. This person's been really, really hurt. But to me, with their feelings for you being the King of Cups in the reverse, and they're seeing you as the Emperor, to me this just looks like somebody who is saying, yeah, I don't really feel that, but you know, it looks like they've got an agenda. Sorry, but it just does. I do apologise. I try and be as sensitive as I can in readings, I really do. But this just looks like somebody who's got a massive agenda. What is your aim? What would you like to happen in the future for this relationship? You'd like marriage, you'd like to settle down. If you're not married, if you're married already, you just want to live happily ever after with this individual. If you're not, you want marriage, you want the whole caboodle. Four of Wands is the marriage card. You really would just want to be happy. To me, you guys want marriage, you just want to settle down. You just want all of that stuff. What does this person want for the future? The Queen of Cups. You know what, I just get they want somebody who they feel understands them. I don't see this as a really bad person. My problem is that King of Cups, their feelings towards you being the King of Cups in the reverse. I don't like it. I really don't, because your feelings for someone are the most important things that you have in a relationship. And if you're feeling, how I interpret the King of Cups in the reverse is somebody who can manipulate quite easily. They're an emotional manipulator. Because cup people reversed are drama queens. They blame everything on everybody else. They're manipulators. They're like, I'm so upset and you did it. Nobody loves me. Well, it's that type of thing with the cup people reversed. They become these highly kind of needy, dramatic type of individuals. And I just feel that this person feels that they can emotionally manipulate you because you are the Emperor, because you're very protective. They know. And the Four of Coins, and they're two fours as well, protection. So it's almost like you feel very protective of them and they know it because they've been through a lot. So it's almost like what they're hoping for in the future is that you'll be almost like their nursemaid or, you know, their therapist or something like that. It's almost like there's an agenda that they want you for. It's not money, it's emotional. They want you for emotional, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not looking for money from you. They're looking for emotional, they're looking for a caretaker. They're looking for someone who can take care of their needs emotionally, because this person's probably been through a lot. And here you are, guys, whoever's watching this, it just feels like you've come along and you've been there for them completely, like you've really loved them and you've taken care of them. No wonder you're the 8 of Wands with them. You're always like, come on, you can do it. You're ready, you're pushing them. You're like, you can do it. You can do it. You know, you're always trying to raise their vibrations, because that's the 8 of Wands card for you. When you're the 8 of Wands, you're a motivator. You're pushing someone to be their best, you know. You want them to live their best life. You're like, you can do it. You've got it all. You're amazing. You know, I'm going to push you towards doing your best thing, to living your best life. It's a positive card. It's an amazing card, and that's the role that you play, and they know it because they've been through some heavy trauma. And you're very protective of them. You feel so protective of them, and you just want a happy ending for the future. They, however, are not giving you what you're giving 100%. Maybe 80, I don't know. Maybe there's 20%, a little bit unsurety from your, uncertainty from your point. But let's just call it 100%, even though it's an 8. You're giving an 8, 100% to this individual, and they're only giving you 50. You're giving a lot more, and the role that they're playing is a lot less. 50-50, 2 of Wands. Back and forth. Yes and no. Because they're not feeling as much love for you, King of Cups in the reverse. But also perhaps because they know they can emotionally manipulate you. In other words, they can live one life and also live one with you. There's a little bit of dishonesty with this individual, because they think of you as the Emperor. Somebody who's quite protective. I wouldn't say that you're somebody who puts boundaries on them, or else why would they want the Queen of Cups in the end? I would say that because they see you as somebody who's very protective, and you've got honour, and you're loyal. Emperor is loyal, committed, honourable, upholds the law. So they see you as somebody who is very loyal, very committed, honourable, very protective of them. It just feels like they feel they can almost get away with certain things here. I don't know whether, I think this person loves you. I think if I look between the lines, it's not, I think, okay, so I just feel that it's almost like you're looking after a child. But it's almost like when I look at it, I think there is love on their part. I just don't think it's as much as you. Because I think they're just taking a lot for granted from you. And I don't think it's a money thing, because it's what they want is the Queen of Cups. It's not like they want the 10 of coins or, the Ace of coins or the 9 of coins. It's not that. They're not looking for a home, and they're not looking for money from you or anything like that. They're looking for to be looked after, because the Queen of Cups is a mother within the tarot, and she's very loving and kind and nurturing, and she looks after her children. This person, and also the King of Cups in the reverse, is almost like a child, stamps his feet. I told you that they're overly demanding, they're emotionally demanding. So this person almost feels like they can demand anything of you emotionally, and you'll give it because you're so protective of them. And they're looking for a nursemaid in the future. It's the way I see the cards. Sorry guys if you disagree, but that's how I'm reading them, okay? What is the advice? Where does the card see your relationship going? I see perhaps separation here, or I see you getting hurt, because the Queen of Swords can also mean to get hurt, deeply wounded, or abandonment. Separation, Queen of Swords, abandonment, somebody getting hurt. I see somebody getting hurt, abandonment, separation, Queen of Swords. What is the advice on what you should do next? 7 of coins. In this instance, I think you should look at what you've put into the relationship and what you're getting out of it. Because the 7 of coins on the tree are what you've put in, but what's in the basket? Look into what you've put into the relationship, which is what the seeds that you've planted, and they're blooming here. But what are you getting in return? What's in your basket? What's in the basket? Fuck all. Sorry, shouldn't have sworn. Sorry. Nothing. You've planted all those seeds, but there's nothing in your basket. It's almost like she's showing her basket and she's saying, but there's nothing to show here. I think you should look at this relationship, what you've put in, those seeds, on those coins on the tree, and look in your basket. Well, I've planted all the coins on the tree, but what am I getting out of this? I think you need to really look at what you're getting out of this relationship with this individual. I forgot to do a fortune cookie card for the other reading, so we're going to do one. Let's have a look at what the advice is for the fortune cookies. What is the advice that you have for the viewer of this reading with the fortune cookies in one card? Love life. So it says, affairs of the heart could cause future problems. Okay, but take heart, as difficult situations will be resolved by a good decision this week. Also, I forgot, Queen of Swords is decision. So going forward, it may require you to make a very important decision on this relationship, because your next step should be looking at what you're putting in and what you're getting out. If you'd like to order this reading, it's on my website, and I've put the link towards it in the description, in the comment section below. Okay, see ya. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look then, guys. So who are you in this relationship or situation? Ooh, you're the Five of Wands. There's an element of frustration here, I think, with this individual. I think that maybe you're the challenger in this situation. You may actually challenge this individual with the Five of Wands. You're certainly showing as being, I mean, sometimes you can read the Five of Wands as playfulness, and because it's 5 kids playing, but on this particular Five of Wands, we've got 2 people with their backs to each other. So I certainly feel that kind of there's some conflict here for you in this situation, guys. There's some anger, maybe frustration with this individual, with the Five of Wands. I certainly see you as somebody who challenges perhaps whatever this person is telling you, because there's a warlike feel to the Five of Wands. What role does this person play? The Knight of Wands is the role that they play in counterpoint to your fight. I get somebody who doesn't listen, or who wants their freedom. It doesn't matter if you challenge them with the Five of Wands. This person's kind of like, I'm out of here. The role that they play is, because the Knight of Wands is Sagittarius, so there's movement here, there's exploration, there's travel. I wonder what he's looking towards, actually. But if this person, you seem a little more, you seem a lot more intense, if I'm being completely honest, with this Knight of Wands. Sorry, with the Five of Wands, and this person with the Knight of Wands, I don't think that they really kind of connecting with what's going on with you. I think that they're kind of, if they play the Knight of Wands, to me, if you look at characters within the tarot, the Knight of Wands likes to laugh, he likes to dance, he likes to go out. If you think about a guy at a party who's, the Knight of Wands is in the thick of it. He's around everybody, he's chatting, he's laughing, he's the life and soul of the party. You know, there's never a worry on this guy's shoulders. He's never worried, he's never anything like that at all. He's just out there having fun. So this is somebody who I don't think really takes seriously whatever it is that you're feeling here, or they're ignoring it, perhaps. This person also seems to be out and about quite a bit. Knight of Wands likes to explore different things, different people, because this is what the Knight of Wands does. Likes to explore different people, different cultures, different this, different that. Doesn't seem, you seem, possibly you're annoyed because this person is the Knight of Wands. How do you feel about them, or feel towards? Oh, you're feeling very hurt. You feel so hurt. Wow. Oh my goodness. You're feeling really hurt by them. I suppose because they seem to be out and about quite a bit. I don't think this shows a lot of commitment. Knight of Wands for me isn't a card that would indicate somebody who's committed. You're feeling really hurt by them. Wow. Disappointed and hurt, torn apart. How do they feel towards you? But there's commitment here. There's commitment here. There's commitment. Or maybe they feel that you want a commitment. Sorry, I'm just having a cold drink. It's a very hot day. What do you think of them as a person? Ooh, what's going on with your cards, guys, man? So this is what you think of them as a person. So it's quite intricate, these readings are, because if you think of somebody as the Five of Cups, they're quite depressed, or they're moody with the Five of Cups energy. This person often thinks of the cup as half empty rather than half full. There's a very negative tone. Sorry about the coloration on the cards. It's just that for some reason the sun's gone and it's getting a bit darker. But that's really interesting. You see them as really moody, upset, down. This looks like a very complicated relationship to me between you and somebody else. How do they... I thought they would have seen you, but you see them as this. How do they see you as a person? Four of Swords. Detached, perhaps. Somebody who hides what they truly feel. Do you know what I'm getting from this reading, guys? I'm getting that somebody is doing something, but they're not aware of what they're doing. Because I think that they are committed to you, but you see them as not being committed enough. They're not around enough. So perhaps, guys, I'm not being rude, but you know that I'm a truth teller. Perhaps you're the one that needs more attention that they can give. Perhaps there's somebody who's used to living a life where they go out and they get about and they do whatever they do, but they seem to be very independent, whereas you may be the one that needs more and they don't give it. But they don't realise this, because I think that they feel very committed to you and you're feeling very hurt by them. But I think that you're feeling very hurt because this person is out quite a bit. They're not always with you. They're out quite a bit, and it may be that you feel that they don't care about you or they don't love you enough, because that's why you're feeling hurt. But this person thinks that you're... I don't even think that they think that you're detached. I just think that this person thinks you've got it together. Four of Swords, you're kind of cool, you know? You're okay. Because if you look at this Four of Swords, this person's very zen-like. So the Four of Swords would mean, yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm kind of like, I'm chilled. They see you as very chilled. But why do you see them as being the Five of Cups, upset? I might clarify that in a moment, actually. Let's clarify it now. Why would you see them as being the Five of Cups, moody? Why does the viewer see the person of interest as being the Five of Cups in two cards? Because... same card, well, Page of Wands. They like to go out. They like to go out. They like to have fun. Page of Wands energy showing there. The Hangman. Feeling stuck. The Hangman is a card about sacrifice and letting go, but this is also a card about being stuck in a particular position. So perhaps you see them as moody because they've been kind of stuck. This person doesn't like, and it shows in the Knight of Wands, they're both kind of saying the same thing. Look at the cards, man. This Page of Wands likes to go out and have fun. There's a difference between the Page of Wands and the Hangman. The Hangman can also mean, it doesn't just mean surrender and, letting go and suspense and looking at things from another angle. No, it also means being held back. Or Hangman can mean just hanging around, lazing around, doing nothing. But this is somebody who's very active. So it's not that you see them as moody for the sake of moody. You see them as moody because they don't like to be... They like to get out. This person, Page of Wands, likes to explore. The Hangman's kind of like just hanging around. So they get moody if they're hanging around in the house or hanging around doing nothing. They need to get out with the Page of Wands. And that's why you see them as moody, because they need to get out. Do you know what I get here? I get that you want them to kind of like... Maybe some of you guys watching this are homebodies. You like to be around the home with the partner, or you just like it to be you and them, just kind of like in this nice, like, cute, lovely little bubble together. But this person likes to go out and experience stuff, and I get the impression, don't take it the wrong way, please don't, it's not meant the way that you probably think it sounds. I just get the impression, guys, that some of you guys like to have a more kind of cozy relationship where it's you and the partner, and you're all cozy together, and it's really nice, and you're in your own little bubble of love and stuff. And it feels like to me this person is committed to you, but they need to get out. They need to go out and explore different things. And they think that you're all right with that. They think that you're all right with that, but really you're hurting quite a bit. Because you think that they don't love you enough because they don't always want to be around you. would you like this relationship to go? Well, there you go. Two of Cups. You just want to be together, don't you? You just want this person to reciprocate. Two of Cups also means to reciprocate another's feelings. You think this person doesn't reciprocate your feelings, but I bet they do. Well, I don't know. I'm scared now because I don't know what the other card is. Where would they like this relationship to go? Well, I certainly feel that they'd like this relationship to change. But then again, they don't even see that. Because they're committed and they feel and they see you as somebody who's okay with everything. What do they want for the future of the relationship? They want to change. Wheel of Fortune is change. Sometimes it's destiny, but that wouldn't make any sense to say that. Maybe they want you to be their destiny. Maybe they want you to be the person that they're with forevermore. Let's have a look at the cards. What do you mean? What do you mean that this person wants the Wheel of Fortune? For this person would like the Wheel of Fortune for their relationship in the future with the viewer in 2 cards. No. Empress, settling down, nurturing. Ooh, what's this? The Queen of Swords. Do you know, I just feel that they want to... I feel with the Empress... You know, the Empress and the Queen of Swords is somebody who's very loving. This is tough love. This is tough love. Because when you get the Empress and the Queen of Swords, this is somebody who is very loving, but they're telling you about your business with the Queen of Swords. Yeah, they want to nurture the relationship, but there's a lot of things that need to be clarified and spoken about. So it feels to me that they think of you as the Four of Swords. It's kind of like you're okay with stuff, but maybe there's more here. Because the Four of Swords, if they see you as being the Four of Swords, you're not battling with them. You're doing it all internally here. They want to nurture this relationship, but it's almost like they feel that there needs to be some clarity, or certain things need to be clarified. I wouldn't read this as cutting the relationship or cutting it off, because I think that they're committed to you. But there's certain things that they want to clarify, I think, with this Queen of Swords energy. Okay, there's certain things they want to talk about. Just pulled another card from the top here. To me, it looks like they want to talk about their feelings. So there's a change here. They do want to nurture something, but they want to talk, I think. Queen of Swords and King of Swords, they talk. They communicate. I wouldn't say this is to cut off. I would say it's to talk. They want to talk about their feelings. What is it that they want to say? What is it that they want to say in 2 cards? The Knight of Coins. Maybe there's cautiousness here with the Knight of Coins, but then this can be commitment. No, I think that they're committed to you. I think that they're committed to love. The Knight of Coins is commitment in a love reading, loyalty. And the King of Cups is love. I think they're committed to loving you, caring about you. But I think that this is just somebody who wants to do their own thing. I think this person is somebody who's probably a little bit more independent in relationships, perhaps. If I'm being honest, guys, the way that I would read these cards, you may read them differently, but this is the way that I see them. I think that some of you guys, if I'm being honest, don't take offense, are a little bit more needy than this individual is. You're probably going to hate me for it, I know you are. But that's what I'm getting from this, because I think that the role that you play is the Five of Wands. You're a bit pissed. You're a bit pissed here. Because this person's role is the Knight of Wands. They're out and about. They like to get out. They may like to go to the gym quite a bit. Or go and play football quite a bit. Or maybe they like to go on holiday with their mates quite a bit. But then if that's the role that you play, they must see this. So they see you as the Four of Swords. I don't think it's that they see you actually as being all right with this. I think they see you as somebody who's not opening up. You're holding everything in. Because the Four of Swords also represents to not speak. Swords are communication. The Four of Swords isn't doing anything. Passive. There's no action here. There's no talk. There's no speech. So I think that they see you as holding back, you know, communicative-wise. You're being very secretive here. But then it's interesting because they must see this, because this is the role that you play. And if you play the one of the Five of Wands, you may be a little bit argumentative, or you may be somebody who challenges the partner, that type of thing. Because the role they play is the Knight of Wands. Maybe that you live with a partner, some of you guys, and the partner doesn't clean up the house enough because they're always out playing football or doing this or doing that. It's pissing you off. Some of you guys are feeling really hurt here. Perhaps because you think the partner is moody with you or not happy with you. Four of Cups. Five of Cups showing here. Because they don't want to be in the house all the time with you. They don't like hanging around. They've got to be active. They've got to be out there, you know. But this person, I believe, feels committed to you, the Hierophant. But they see you as the Four of Swords. Maybe they see you as somebody who isn't as active as they are. Maybe they see you as somebody who's wanting to just... Fours represent stability. Just keeping things like this. So maybe they see you with the Four of Swords who just wants to keep things like this. You know, just one way. Never being active, never moving, never changing. You just want love. You just want to be... your love to be reciprocated. Perhaps because the person is always not always available to you or always around. You're kind of like, I feel really hurt by this. And you just want them to reciprocate your love. And I think that they love you, but I just feel that they like doing other things, if that makes any sense. This person wants, I believe, with the Wheel of Change, I think with the Empress, they want to nurture something, but they want to talk about how they feel. No, oh, no, that's it. That is it, isn't it? Of course, sorry, I've just clocked on. Oh my God, we're doing readings for clients and everything all day. Sorry, of course, they want to change the wheel because I think, sorry, I've just looked between the lines. Of course, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. My goodness. Of course. The reason that you're pissed off, of course, is because you're hurt. You're hurt that they're maybe a little bit moody. You see them as the Five of Cups. So maybe you're thinking maybe they want to give up on the relationship, or maybe, you know, you see them as being quite moody and, you know, fed up. Perhaps because when they're hanging around the house, hangman, they just want to go out. They want to get out and have some fun. They don't want. So that's why you're feeling the Three of Swords. You're feeling hurt because you're thinking they don't want to be with me. They're bored with me. They just want to be out with their friends and don't want to spend any time with me. Now this person here, the role that they play is the Knight of Wands. So of course they love adventure. But it's not adventure necessarily always around you. It's just that they like to be out and about. However, how they feel for you is commitment. Showing here. They see you as being the Four of Swords. Somebody, I think, who's suppressing a lot of things that they're thinking. You don't seem to be putting up much of a fight, even though there's a little bit of a fight here, though. That's the interesting thing. They see you as the Four of Swords, and yet your role is the Five of Wands. So they must see this. So maybe they just see you as somebody who, maybe you display some challenging behaviour with the Five of Wands, but they see you as putting up with this, with the Four of Swords. Because Four of Swords isn't making a massive ruckus. This is only pips. So maybe you do challenge them when they're out and about, and it's like, I haven't seen you, or where are you, or, you know, when are we going to do this, this and this. But they see you as somebody who's put up with their stuff, and maybe what they intend to do is change for themselves. Because now, with the Empress, maybe they intend to, with the Empress, nurture the relationship with you and tell you with the Queen of Swords how much they love you with the Ace of Cups, because they're committed to loving you going forward. So it might be that this person just doesn't tell you how much they love you. And I think that that is what the problem is. I think we've got somebody who just doesn't tell you how much they love you. And I think that's for some of you guys, you're thinking somebody doesn't love you enough because they're always out. Knight of Wands. That's the role that they play. They're a bit of a Don Juan, or you may think they're a bit of a Don Juan. So I think that this person's clocked this. That even though you may display at certain times kind of annoying, you know, you're quite annoyed, Five of Wands. but they see you as being somebody who puts up with their stuff. Four of Swords is putting up with it. So they see you, even though you do challenge them, they see you as putting up with them. Four of Swords. But they intend to change all of that. They want what you want. And they know that they've got to tell you more how much, because the Queen of Swords talks. So they're telling you how much they love you with the Ace of Cups. And that's why they intend the Wheel of Fortune. For the future, you want them to reciprocate your feelings, because you feel that they don't tell you that they love you enough. And they intend to do that with the Wheel. Because they intend to nurture, Empress, the relationship with you. And to tell you with the Queen of Swords how much they love you with the Ace of Cups. Because they are committed to loving you with the King of Cups and the Knight. Beautiful. So they know their shortcomings. They see it. And actually, I'm so sorry. You're probably like, oh my God, she said that we're needy. Oh, sorry, my darlings, you're not needy, actually. I'm one of those tarot readers. If I've got it wrong on a reading, I'll say I've got it wrong. And I'm telling you now I got this wrong. You're not needy at all. I just think that this person doesn't tell you enough that they love you. And so much so, that's why you're heartbroken, because they're always out or they're never around enough. And you're like, I don't know whether they love me or not. You know, and they see you as somebody who puts up with stuff. But I think that this person is going to realise, actually, I haven't told the viewer that I love them enough, and that's all going to change now. So yeah, beautiful. What's the future of the relationship? Oh, Ace of Coins, commitment. Commitment going further, building this relationship, possibly a proposal coming. Ace of Coins, nice. What's the advice on what you should do next? Four of Coins. I think you should just hold on to this relationship with the Four of Coins. I think you should hold on to this relationship and protect it. Because you can read the Four of Coins in so many ways, but I think with these good cards, I think it's holding on to this relationship. Because I think it's a good one. I just think that you've met someone who doesn't know how to say that they love you, though they're committed. You can see they're committed here, but I just think you've met someone who doesn't know how to say that they love you. But I think that they realise that they've got to tell you that they love you, because they do love you. Even though they don't say it, they know it. And I think that this person somehow, some way, is going to realise, oh my goodness, I haven't told the viewer just how much I love them. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start telling them, Queen of Swords, how much I love them, Ace of Cups. I'm going to start telling them just how much I love them, because they really value you. And also, I think I asked why, and it's because the Knight of Coins values things. Because not only do they value you with the Knight of Coins, they also love you unconditionally with the King of Cups. There's true love here, and they will tell you. So don't give up. Hold on to this relationship. Hold on to this person, because they're a treasure. Even if they may not show it, they will start doing that, because they love you as much as you love them. And I think that's absolutely superb. Alright, my darlings, that's the end of your reading for those of you that chose number 3. If you would like to order your own personal reading on the website, and also these readings you can order as well. So there's a link in the comment section below. So if you'd like to order one of these as well, it's in the comment section below. Love you guys loads. Take care. Bye-bye.